If you love coconut and slightly sweet bread, this one's made for you. Soft, milky, and filled with rich coconut. Every bite melts in your mouth. It's the perfect blend of coconut and milk, sweet, creamy, and absolutely delicious. Today, I'll show you how to make the perfect dough, so you get this amazing bread every single time. Let's get started with this milky coconut roll. This recipe is completely eggless, but if you'd like to make it with egg, don't worry, I'll show you how in this video. So here I've got some milk. It's not warm, just taken out from the fridge and kept at room temperature for a while. Now add 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm using 2 because this is sweet bread, but if you prefer it less sweet, you can reduce it slightly. Next, add instant dry yeast. I'm using about 1.5 teaspoons. That's perfect for summer. If your kitchen is cold, increase it slightly. Around 2 teaspoons will be fine. And if you're using active dry yeast, make sure to use lukewarm milk to activate it first. Usually in summer, we really don't need warm liquid. Now give it a good whisk and then add cream. This makes our bread extra soft, rich, and creamy in flavor. If you want to use egg instead, simply add 1 egg and skip the cream. Mix everything well and set it aside for a while. Now let's get the flour ready. I'm using 360 grams of bread flour. That's about 12.7 ounces. Now put the flour into your mixing bowl, then add half a teaspoon of salt. If you want to enhance the flavor, add 2 tablespoons of milk powder. It gives a lovely aroma and a richer taste. Give everything a quick mix. And now we'll start kneading. Begin on low speed, around level 2, just to combine everything for a minute or 2. While knead, slowly pour in the yeast mixture. After about 2 to 3 minutes, stop and check the dough. Because I'm using bread flour, it absorbs more liquid. If you're using all-purpose flour, you might need slightly less. The protein content of the flour affects how much liquid it absorbs. Always check early. The dough should look soft, slightly sticky. If it feels too soft, add 1 tablespoon of flour and mix again. If it feels too firm, add a tablespoon of milk. Keep adjusting until you get the right texture. Once it looks perfect, continue kneading for another 5 to 7 minutes on low to medium speed. Now add the soft butter. Make sure it's really soft. If your kitchen is cold, keep the butter in a slightly warm spot before using. Once you add it, continue kneading for another 10 minutes or until the dough becomes smooth, soft, and elastic. Kneading time may vary depending on your machine, so always check by feel. If your dough starts getting warm while kneading, especially in summer, pause and place it in the fridge for about 15 minutes. This helps prevent overproofing and that strong, yeasty smell. When the dough is ready, take a small piece and stretch it gently. It should form a thin, smooth sheet without tearing. That means it's ready. Now, place the dough in a bowl, cover it, and leave it to rise. In summer, it takes around 45 minutes, but in winter, it might need up to 2 hours. So, always check in between. The dough should look soft, puffy, and airy. While our dough is rising, let's prepare the milky coconut mixture. Here I've got some shredded coconut and condensed milk. Take a big mixing bowl and combine both together. I like mine a little sweeter, so I'm adding a bit more condensed milk. If you prefer less sweet bread, simply reduce the condensed milk. Once everything is well mixed, set it aside for a while. Now let's check the dough. It looks really good. Soft, airy, and perfectly risen. I've kept this dough for about 1 hour and it's just right. Punch the dough gently to release the air. Then transfer it to your working table. Now roll the dough into a thin, even sheet. Use a knife or a dough cutter to trim the edges. This helps you get a clean, even shape. Now, spread the coconut mixture over the dough, but only on one half of the sheet. Leave the other half clean. We'll fold it over to seal the filling later. Now, fold the plain side of the dough over the coconut side and gently press to cover everything. Take a cutter and slice the dough lengthwise into equal strips. Once all your strips are ready, take one piece and twist it gently, just like a rope. Here I'm making long rolls, but if you prefer, you can tie each strip into a knot to make soft coconut buns. Now place the rolls on a baking tray lined with parchment paper so they don't stick. Arrange them side by side, leaving a little space between each for proofing. Let them proof for about 45 minutes to 1 hour depending on your room temperature. While the dough is proofing, preheat your oven to 170 degrees Celsius or 340 degrees Fahrenheit. Once they're beautifully puffed up, it's time to bake. Bake for about 25 minutes or until golden brown. Adjust the time slightly if your rolls are larger or smaller. Now take a look at this. Bread looks golden, soft, and the aroma of coconut is just incredible. Let it cool down slightly. It should still be warm, but not hot. Now drizzle some condensed milk over the top and sprinkle a little shredded coconut to finish. Look at that, so soft, shiny, and perfectly baked. Every bite is sweet, creamy, and full of coconut flavor. So how was the recipe? I hope you loved it. Don't forget to like the video, share it with someone who loves coconut bread, and subscribe for more delicious bread recipes. Until then, enjoy every bite of this milky coconut roll.